Guys, and in today's video, we finally have King Kong vs. Godzilla Death Battle. I know a lot of you guys are happy about this. I forgot what kind of part this is gonna be, but I know a lot of you guys are happy that we finally got Godzilla vs. King Kong on this beat. Now, I did one in part 1 of Death Battle. I remember doing one. And I did not update it at all. It was just completely broken. It was not updated. I didn't analyze everything correctly. It was completely broken. But in today's video, we're going to be getting everything perfectly analyzed and everything perfect on the top, on the notch, on the nose. We're going to get everything perfect in today's video. When I was doing it, I didn't say who was the clear winner, and I don't know if you guys even got anything from that video. I'm surprised it did so well. Hopefully this video does better, because I'm really going to be trying my ass off, and not to mention the amount of editing that's going to go inside this video is going to be insane comparing to the last Godzilla vs. King Kong video I did about a year ago. I made it a month and a half ago. Now, King Kong from Skull Island was about 140 feet approximately. I weighed him. I heighted him through every inch, through every centimeter, to every inch of fribination he had in him. I did the math, and well, he was 140 feet. So compare this King Kong, which would end up going up next to Godzilla. Godzilla's around 700 feet. This King Kong right here is 140 feet. He automatically loses, no question about it. He gets crushed by his feet. But now we had an upsize with King Kong. Now, if you look at this King Kong, which is about 700 feet now, he's extremely tall, and not to mention he's actually taller than Godzilla due to the fact his head is so big. He's way taller than Godzilla, about 2 inches. So by heighting him and weighing him approximately, like last year, he would approximately match up to be 770 feet. That's very tall. As a matter of fact, that's even taller than Godzilla. He is taller than Godzilla because of that forehead that he has. And not to mention his face is much larger, and not to mention he has those K9 teeth that can easily rip off Godzilla's teeth. But anyways, going off with the first category for Godzilla would be his strength. Now, Godzilla is strong enough to move an entire meter with his radiation breath. Now, Godzilla's sheer strength, as far as his physical strength goes, he's probably somewhere around capable of lifting up 50,000 pounds with one hand. He could nearly move a tower with his pinky, and therefore he's probably the strongest monster in the monsterverse out there. Not to mention his incredible size that gives him the intangible advantage over, King Kong. King Kong might be tall, but Godzilla's a big guy, and he's tall, so that's his number one advantage. But there's a reason why he's called Godzilla. He's a god, and as any other god, every god has some kind of strength. His greatest strength, of course, would be his radiation breath, because in any battle, you're going to have to depend on your main ability. And at this time, his main ability is his radiation breath. Fortunately, this breath probably won't be too much of a great ability due to the fact that King Kong has that axe now that I showcased in the last video. Trailer breakdown for King Kong vs. Godzilla, trailer breakdown, and that video I showcased the entirety of that entire trailer, which took about 14 minutes, and it was just a long trailer. So yes, radiation breath is actually, believe it or not, his biggest ability in this round, because he knows that King Kong is fast, and now with the axe to absorb and deflect the laser, the radiation breath, it's kind of like playing with Legos at that point, since his aim is just so directly good. And again, the scenery of this place is going to obviously be in Chinatown, which is where it, started off with, of course. But I'm not giving anything away from King Godzilla, because Godzilla has many powers in his ability. He has many capabilities. He has superhuman strength. He's an incredible man. He's a dinosaur. Not to mention, he's literally a giant lizard like any other ordinary dinosaur. Can you guys believe, by the way, that the closest ancestor to a T-Rex, or closest thing to a T-Rex, is a chicken, a rooster? Now, I still believe that Godzilla's greatest strength in this match is going to be his radiation breath. Even though King Kong has that axe now, he could still find a way to dodge this. And I feel like eventually he's going to unlock that sun power, where he's just as fucking hot as the sun and burns everything and anything in his way in a 50 feet range. Now, here's what I think his greatest strength is, and this is why I think it is. I think it's his atomic fucking breath, and I think it's that when it becomes a sun one. When it becomes a sun one, I believe that's his strongest variation of his form, and boom, I feel like he could disintegrate my man just like that, upstairs like that. Now let's go over the strength with my man King Kong. Now, King Kong's greatest strength is the loss of his parents. It empowered him to have a stronger version of himself, that could handle anybody and anything that got in his way. He was able to kill whatever those are called, that got in his way. He killed every monster, and he claimed Skull Island. Skullcrawlers never stood a chance. But King Kong's greatest strength is his physical strength. Just like any ordinary man, he's very buff and very strong, and he's actually strong enough to destroy a tower with his fist alone. This guy is strong enough to destroy a tower, and if he went down to the core of Earth and hit it 13 times, it can implode. That's how strong he is. So he's strong enough to destroy an entire city with just a slap of his hand, and his other hand, he's strong enough to destroy any monster that got in his way, except for Godzilla and Ghidorah. Now, that's his biggest strength, his physical strength. There's just no way they match up together. So basically that's it, guys, for King Kong. Its greatest strength is his physical attributely strength. Intelligence. Now, this one is obviously going to have to go to King Kong, but let me just put on the trophy for Godzilla for a second. Put the mic on him. Let's see what he got, because it can't just come out like that. Hey, my boy, come on. Godzilla is smart enough to build maybe a campfire, but that would be very hard due to his extremely fucking high size and the fact that he's about 770 feet. It's gonna be pretty hard. Godzilla is not exactly the smartest guy in the world, and if I had to give him an IQ, I will probably give him around somewhere to 32 to 28, just because he's not exactly smart. He destroys cities, he stomps on cities, stomps on cars, and he's just a dinosaur, which dinosaurs are not smart, I'm sorry. But King Kong in intelligence is strong enough to build that axe, as we saw in that video. He's very strong, not to mention, and that's one of his attributes. Not to mention, his physical strength has everything almost to do with his intelligence, because his mental strength is just as strong as his physical strength. He's smart enough to dodge a radiation full-on breath with his axe and slap this man across his fucking face, showing him that he's a disappointment. But physical strength and every other intelligence market goes to him. The other attributes also go to him, as he has height and strength and intelligence. King Kong comes on top by about 2 points and will probably beat him fairly easily with that axe. He's basically the Thor of the MonsterVerse universe. Hope you guys had a good day, and yeah, peace.